Hey guys, watching Volgore's beer reviews, and this time we're taking a look at Koko Brown by Kona Brewing Company, located in Kona, Hawaii, Portland, Oregon, Woodinville, Washington, and Portsmouth, New Hampshire. Fresh, responsible, always aloha. Got this at a gas station. I think it was $8.99 a six-pack, but I only got 2. I couldn't believe this. I actually went to a gas station and only bought 2 bottles. You know how rare that is to go to a gas station, at least around here, to break up a six-pack and actually get away with it. Usually, like, nope, you gotta buy the whole six-pack. Or if you want individuals, go to that fridge and there's your Bud Light for $1 for 12 ounce. Yeah, there was a Bud Light, 1 can on the shelf. Like, why? Seriously? Okay, so that's what it looks like. When I poured my first video, I'll just pour it in here just a little bit. Let's see how much you have for that. Okay, when I record my first video, I got a huge head engulfing this whole like globe part, so it was a perfect pour. On the darker meter, this is like a 2 out of 5. 0 would be clear, like a bush or something. But it's not clear, but you can see through it. You know, like I could not see my finger. I could see my finger. I mean, I don't know if you could see. Yeah, you can see me. It's clear, so it's dark, but it's still see-through. So it's like a 2.5 or 3 on the 0 to 5 scale of darkness. Taking a sip, and since it's warmed up a bit, there are a lot of coconut in this beer. At first, when I had it yesterday, when I was just drinking out of the bottle, I thought, well, it's all right, but it doesn't have as much coconut in it as I thought it would. But you know, fast forward to today, and I had it in a glass, and I had it cold first, and then it kind of warmed up a little bit. It's still cold enough to drink. It's not warm. It's just, you know, not really cold. And it's got decent carbonation. I don't know how well you can see that. Oh well. Decent head. Decent enough. I had more head when I poured it straight down and just poured it. But yeah, this is a good beer. I mean, if you like coconut, you would love this. If you love coconut and beer. I gave my dad a sip. He hates coconut, and I'm like, here, Dad, try this, and he tried it, and he's like, gross, like acting like it's a pile of dog shit or something, or a McDonald's double cheeseburger. Anyways, he hated it, but I'm like, it doesn't have that much coconut in it. I don't understand why you're making such a big deal of it, but at the same time, it's a craft beer. He drinks beer water, all right, so he hates it, half of it for being coconut, you know, associated in this thing, and the other half is because the IBU isn't 0, it's 35. So, I mean, if you're somebody that like drinks craft beer all the time, or you know, enough to like it and not hate it, and like, you know what I mean, you got your taste buds formed to good beer, and so you drink this. And there is a little hot bite, tad bit, and people say that, oh, there's a tad bit of hot bite with like PBR, but like you have to put a metal detector or a hop detector on that to detect it. Saying that has a hot bite is just saying it's there, but it's 0 on everything else in that category. This there is, and instead of just hot bite just being hop, you know, it's there, but it tastes like coconut. So instead of just being hit with hop, you're getting hop with coconut, so that's what's pretty cool. It's pretty light and refreshing. Especially for being a darker beer, even though it's not really that dark. It's just kind of a redder caramel color. Very similar to the bottle. Fucking ducks. But yeah, it's very good. What was I forgetting? See, darkness. What was I forgetting? It's light and refreshing. Oh yeah, did I say it's 5.5%? Beer Advocate gives the 82 good. Bros say 71 okay. The average submitted review is 3.62. Oh, availability is winter. That's weird. It's not winter. And supposedly there's toffee flavor in there. I didn't really taste any toffee, but that's just me. But yeah, it's... Oh wow, somebody bought this in Salem, Oregon. That's kind of interesting, and they reviewed it on here. But yeah, it's really good beer. Like, oh yeah, the mouthfeel. That's what I was forgetting. The mouthfeel is somebody said light to medium. I say medium because light beer is like water. All right. Or maybe you have Olympia that's a little bit less water, but it's still really thin and just, you know, it's not. Well, then again, I think Olympia is a little bit of the same viscosity as this. Different realms, but anyways, yeah, this is medium mouthfeel. It's definitely you're not your average beer where you just drink it and you forget it. You forget what beer you had and you confuse it with something else. This is the only coconut beer I've had, so I can say that. Yeah, I like it. I think it deserves a 7.5 at least on my beer rating. My only real negative about it is that it's expensive, but most craft beers are. So it's like, if you want coconut beer, you gotta pay the premium. Like I said, it was like $8.99. Pretty sure it was $8.99 a 6-pack. So yeah, this beer it's pretty good. Like, it has that factor where you take a sip and you go, wow, that's pretty good. So you sip it again, that is pretty good. Like, every time you sip it, just gets better and better. So it's pretty good. But is it an 8? I don't think it's quite great enough to be an 8. I don't know. Like, I don't know. Maybe if it was... No, I was going to say if it had pineapples in it, but then it'd be a pina colada beer, not a coconut beer. So, I don't know. I guess my reason for not calling it an 8 instead of a 7.5 or whatever, it's just a nitpick. Because you can't just give everything an 8. But it is really good. I mean, I guess the only negative to be to it for its price is kind of not to be the best reviewer, but I don't know. I mean, the coconut flavor delivers, but beyond that, it's like it doesn't really wow me a lot. I mean, if it was like 7.3% and then it still tasted like this, then I would be surprised. But at the same time, I wouldn't really need the alcohol content, so I don't really know. It's definitely worth checking out. It's definitely... Yeah, it's definitely a good beer. I don't know what else to say. 7.5. Anything else I was going to say? Probably won't try this one again. Not a bad beer any means, but I don't really like the fruity beers. Okay, here's something I want to rant about.